Welcome back to Pageant Mag Philippines. Franco is here, your pageant correspondent. If you are new to our YouTube channel, please do subscribe and click the bell notification so that you will get notified whenever we release new videos. All right. We are also on Instagram and TikTok. So please do follow us on all our social media platforms. We are also on Facebook, by the way. You can also support us by sending stars, guys, if you could, for our streaming subscriptions. Wow, namamalimos po ako. All right, I believe that you are very much excited to meet our guest for today. So, I think without further ado, I have to introduce. I'll be introducing to you our guest for today. So he is actually um, our representative for Mr. Model International 2023 to be happening in Dominican Republic. So I don't know yet the schedule. However, he is actually a winner of Great Man of the Universe 2022. So without further ado, guys, please help me welcome our guest for today, Mr. or shall I say, Great Man, Mr. Model International Philippines 2023, Jupheter Franco. Oh, I'm sorry for the bad
Sure.
introduction.
No, sir, thank you so much actually for that introduction. And thank you so much for inviting me and the sa lahat ng nanonood ngayon.
Yes, hello, Jupheter. How shall I call you, Jupheter?
You can just call me Jupe, sir. Para hindi naman
Jup.
masyadong lengthy. Jupe
First
na
time yung
lang.
Jups, huh?
Uh,
Anyways, that's right. That's great. That's great. So, Chip, welcome to Pageant Mag Philippines. I know this is not the first time that I'm going to interview you.
yes, yes po. I
Mm-hmm.
remember the first time when we were still a part of the Great Man pageant.
Yes, that was when you were still a candidate of
Yes.
Great Man.
Yes po.
And I think I also did an interview after you won, I believe.
Yes po. We also have that interview when we were still in Novotel,
Yeah, it
Araneta.
was a pocket interview, di ba?
Yes po.
Ayun. So, however, our viewers still, because medyo lumalaki ang ating viewers ngayon. So, would you like to introduce yourself even more? Because syempre, yung mga sinabi ko lang kanina ay just a few of what I know about you.
So once again, thank you so much for inviting me and to all of us watching. Thank you so much for staying in tune of this show, and I'm very happy to have you here. Once again, I am your great man of the universe, Mr. Model International Jupiter Franco. I am actually a licensed mechanical engineer by profession, who also ventured into the world of sales and pageantry. And I am hoping that I can bring out the best in myself by representing the Philippines on the international stage. I'm looking forward to all of your what it is.
Ayun. I remember, Jupiter, when you won Great Man of the Universe Philippines, it wasn't a different title back then. What was your title?
I actually won the title of Great Man of the Universe Education and Sports.
Yeah, education and sports. So,
Yes.
um, could you tell us how you were offered this Mr. Model International, um, given the fact that you were this education and sports? Is there any parang um, connection or association of that title to what you are competing for?
Well, basically, Mishan did believe that I would be most suited for Great Man of the for Mr. Model International. Like
Mhm.
looking at the physique and my experience when it comes to communicating, especially it's gonna be in country and all that there. But also at the same time, when we won our titles, there wasn't a specific title for aside from the winner though, himself.
Mhm.
There wasn't a specific title for the runner-ups during that time. And Miss Shandy, target of Miss Shandy was to really bring all candidates to the international stage. During that time when uh, she was looking for the passions there, he found Miss Model National and we found out I would be best suited for that. So there, she gave me the pageant, and here I am right now, just preparing for that.
Wow, that's great. So ibig sabihin parang title lang yung yung binigay sa inyo back then in Great Man of the Universe pero
Yes, po.
wala siyang wala talagang particular na pageant that
Um,
you are competing
yes, po.
supposedly. Mm.
Because during the time po, yung mga titles po namin is supposed to be a reflection of the advocacy that was supposed to be focusing on. So for example, on my
Oh.
end, kasi sabi ni Miss Shandy, she told me that I was the engineer of the batch. And I was supposed to be the one who was the most academically achieved. So she gave me the title of education and sports, the ranking during that time, the org. And yeah, and also medyo in line din kasi siya sa ginagawa ko talaga. So at the same time, I'm also a volunteer of different organizations who provide educational opportunities for kids, especially with street kids, yung mga hindi
Mm-mm.
nakakapag-aral, everything. So I really love the title because it really applies to what I do even outside of pageantry.
That's great, no? Kasi yun yung advocacy nga talaga na pinromote mo dati nung
Yes
um,
po. Yun talaga yung always
yung
ko talaga
continue
with,
mo.
with.
Mm. And right now, are you still, connected with the advocacy? Are you still doing the advocacy up until now?
Yes po actually. And the good thing po is after the pageant, actually mas nag-expand pa rin po yung show. That a lot of organizations reached out, but can also volunteer for them. Including din po yung volunteer service overseas. It's actually an international organization. So I'm also doing them, volunteering for the programs. Very yung main po talaga na I'm the ambassador. It's the Batang Star Philippines. It's an organization here
Mm-mm.
in the Philippines. It's about demonstrations all across the nation. So, yun.
Oh, I see. So, after kasi hindi natin actually napag-usapan ang mga ginagawa mo after you've won Great Man of the Youth Universe Philippines noon. Kasi the last time we interviewed you is just parang few days after or a night after lang yung noon
It's
yung gap
it's
noon.
basically the next day after the coronation po.
Oo, parang ganun lang yun, 'di
Uh,
ba? So, how was it? Kumusta naman yung tawag dito, yung life mo right after you've won Great Man of the Universe Philippines?
well, actually po talaga, before grade man of the universe, I was just focusing on my work and everything. I thought that was that. Kumbaga, eto
Mm-mm.
na yung buhay ko, ito na yung focus of everything. And for the rest of my life. So,
Mm-mm.
but then, the opportunity to join grade man of the universe came, and I decided to join. And during that time talaga sabi ko, uh, whatever the result of the pageant, I would gladly accept. And I will also base my decisions based on what will be the result. Kasi sabi ko, if Lord, gusto mong mag-focus na ako sa work ko, sa career ko talaga, then give me a sign. Then I will
Mm-mm.
gladly accept that sign. But at the same time, this is for me. If we wanted to pursue this, then bigyan mo din ako ng sign. And then, fortunately, God gave me a very huge sign. And since I actually prayed for it, then I will also recalibrate my actions based on that. So, ayun, after that pageant, things got really more exciting, more thrilling because of invitations here and there for organizations, for events and everything to volunteer here and there. So I was really happy with that decision. But also at the same time, I had to be more mindful of how I manage my time because at the same time that I'm doing all those things, kailangan ko din po kasi talagang i-balance ko rin yung work ko. Kasi I opted to keep my work ko kasi. So, sa morning, yung ginagawa ko yung work ko, and in my free time, in the weekends, yun, I do stuff for other events, organizations, social events, and volunteer sa mga programs, ganun po.
Mm-mm. Well, that's great, no? So, nagkaka-multitasking ka this time.
Opo, talagang sobrang multitasking talaga.
So, how was it naman? How's the feeling of doing many things?
It's
Right.
actually
Well,
very
aside
fulfilling po.
from doing your responsibility as Mr. Great Man of the Philippines, Universe Philippines, ganyan, and then you have all this stuff na you're also doing for your advocacy and of course, yung personal life. How do you manage your time with all of these responsibilities?
I just make sure that when I do something, I focus on it. Because when I, kunyari ginagawa ko to, talagang minsan ko ano pala sa kabilang activity. Most probably, I won't be able to do my best activity na to. And worse pa, baka ma-extend or anything. So talagang I try to make schedules of during this time na talagang gagawin ko. Sige, focus na ako dito. After this, and then naman. So I really try to like manage, list down the stuff that I need to do and do them with time as much as I could. So ayun po, and it's actually very fulfilling to know that you're doing not just one stuff, and you're doing many stuff that are actually not just about you, but are helping other people as well. So it's really satisfying to see that people are actually inspired by your stories, by your actions. Ito to share ko lang po. It's not very often that you hear the name of South Cotabato in the national stage. And I
Mm.
think I am the very first male pageant contestant that the province sent sa national stage. Kasi meron yung mga South Cotabato na for Filipino pageants natin. Pero sa main po talaga ako po ata yung first time talaga. And I was really happy with the fact that after I won the title in the national stage, sunod-sunod na po yung pagpapadala. May South Cotabato ng area ko sa national competition. So, sir, of course, to you and all the pageant fans out there, watch out for more of South Cotabato in the national
Mhm.
stage.
So aside from your time, yung mga ano, yung parang nagbago, aside from your time na nagbago after you won a Great Man of the Universe, and of course, your personal life, ganyan din. Ano pa yung mga nagbago sa'yo after winning? So,
Well, definitely, if there's one thing talaga,
mhm.
I have learned to enjoy things more, enjoy the present. Kasi it's like the biggest lesson that I've learned from being an athlete. Because sabi ko, first time ko sumali ng national pageant during that time, and I didn't know
Oh.
what to expect. But then, my goal that time was to make my province proud. Pero pagdating ko po doon, nung nakita ko lahat, ang pupukin nila lahat, ang gaganda ng katawan, matatalino din, ang kikinis. Sabi ko, paglalaban ko dito, sabi ko, mga veterano pa talaga sa national pageant. Sabi ko, ano ba talaga, it really humbled me now
Mhm.
na there's a big world out there. But then, even though it seems like there are people who can be better at yung stuff, don't feel down about yourself, don't doubt yourself. Huwag mo questioning yung pagkatao mo because who you are is exactly who you're supposed to be and just enjoy the moment. And first moments po kasi dun sa grade was I was really concerned about myself. I was feeling very insecure that I felt I forgot to enjoy the moments. So when I realized na, teka lang, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity and hindi ko na mababalik to. So I decided to wash away all the insecurities, all the worries and doubts, and just enjoy the moment. And during that time na nag-enjoy na ako, feeling ko dun ko yung time na parang napansin na ako ng org, na napansin na ako ng sumasabay, nanonood ng Great Man and everything. So I really brought that lesson even outside Great Man to enjoy every single moment of my life at the very present. So that's actually what I've been doing since I won the pageant, and everything has been better after that one.
So you mentioned a while back. You mentioned a while back about your insecurities. You're a good-looking person, Jokes. And yeah, I can tell that because I've seen you in person. Saan pa nanggagaling yung insecurities na yon?
Ano po talaga, well, physically, siguro sa perspective talaga, during that time, feeling ko ang pogi talaga nila ako. Feeling ko ang layo ko sa kanila when it comes to the physical attributes and everything. Tapos, during the time pa talaga, medyo skinny pa ako during that time. So, hindi pa ako bold tingnan. Sabi ko, kino-compare ko. Ang ganda kasi tingnan ng katawan nila and everything. And also, I, very specific thing, I do not do well in photo shoots and video shoots talaga kasi I don't do it often. So, hindi po ako marunong pumanggit and everything. Parang pag nakikita ko ng photos ko, hindi ako satisfied. So, tapos tinitingnan ko ang photogenic nila. So, ayun talaga yung like, I'm a cut out for this. I'm ready to win this battle sa ganitong kagagaling na ng mga tao. So, ayun po, talaga, yun yung specific talaga ng mga reasons kung bakit.
Was it your first time to do photo shoots like those?
Hindi naman po talaga kasi I've been joining, past, the last pageant I've joined was like 4 years ago, 3 years ago, that was 2020 ko po. Pero hindi po yun natuloy. So, yung natuloy ko talaga
Which
yung pageant,
is,
yung supposedly sinalihan ko
which
2020,
was,
yun yung Pilipinas, South Cotabato. Pero hindi po yun natuloy.
mhm.
Prior that, 2018 pa. So, ibig sabihin, it's been 4 years before ako talagang pumuloy-tuloy sa pageant ulit. So, sa 4 years po na yun, hindi po talaga ako nag-photoshoot, rumampa, or anything. Wala talaga akong ginawa nun na related sa pageantry or modeling. Talagang full work lang po talaga yun. So, ayun, parang first time ko ulit yung sumali ako ng grade 1.
Really? Eh ngayon, nasa model, yung sasalihan mo is Model International. How would that work? Paano ba? Would it be more on just modeling, ganyan, or runway, or it's more of a pageant way na competition?
I actually looked at their format last year. I followed their page. They ano their schedule of activities na nangyari. Malaking factor po talaga dun sa kanila ang runway and modeling talaga ng activities ng mga contestants. But at the same time, they also like host their interview where they get to check the personality of the contestants. So currently talaga ngayon, I'm more focused on preparing when it comes to photo shoots. That's why I schedule a lot of photo shoots po. Uh, this following weeks para puma-practice na talaga ako. As well as the runway, talagang pinag-practice na siya. And I'm really hoping na mag-reflect yung hard work ko. Explain it naman sa pageant na yun.
Absolutely, absolutely. However, speaking of your trainings, ganyan, who's with you on your trainings? Is there someone training with you, or is there someone training with you on doing photo shoot? Siyempre, malaking factor din yun kapag ka photogenic ka talaga when we
Opo,
speak of
talaga.
model, di ba?
Opo.
Mhm.
So, when it comes sa photoshoots naman, actually marami po. Kasi may local team po ako dito sa amin, sa Tabato, na like when we do photoshoots, they give me instructions, do this, do that, medyo dapat ginagagamit ko pala yung mukha ko and everything. And at the same time, we also send updates and lectures that our national team, which is the Shadows team, Sir Dennis Yan, and they also give feedback as to what I should be doing in the next photo shoots. Ano ba dapat kong i-improve? Ano ba yung mga concept na bago sa akin? Ano ba yung mga facial expressions na dapat kong practicing? So it's like a collaboration of all the people involved both in the national stage and yung local team dito talaga sa South Cotabato.
One of the photos na nag-viral actually ay yung recent photos mo na actually yung uploaded ko, yung ginamit ko as poster for this actually. So yung
Po.
two photos na yon, two photos na yon ang nag viral. So what can you say about that? Kasi si Andy ang kumuha niyan, right?
Yes po. Uh, that shoot was actually taken in Bataan. That was way back in January. So medyo mas payat pa po ako nun. Actually, I was actually 74 kilos during that time. Kasi ako personally talaga, uh, I
Alam mo,
think that,
nahiya ako bigla.
bakit po? Kasi po, tawag na to, nakita ko po yung pictures ko. Eh. Siyempre, I had to be honest with my improvements. Sabi ko, medyo payat patingnan yung pictures ko. Although it's like talagang binangga ko yung picture ko doon tsaka yung picture ko before ako sumaya nag in fairness, nag-improve naman ako. So, like, ganun. Pero yung physically po, syempre, I'm not just looking at that improvement. I'm looking at what I can improve for because I'm preparing for something. Yung medyo payat pa. So, I'm really working on like may papalaki ko ako ngayon and everything. So, yun po yung, I can say that I've improved a lot, but there's still more room for improvement that I can do.
Well, there's always room for improvement naman, especially when you tawag dito, when you acknowledge your weaknesses, your insecurities, ganyan, you'll definitely find your tawag diyan, yung improvement, you'll definitely find your improvements talaga. And it will definitely show once na nakita mo yung insecurities mo and you work for it naman.
Yes po.
Ayun.
It's like
Ayun.
recognizing your faults, but you
Mhm.
don't need to feel bad about them. That's you. And don't
Mhm.
just focus on your weaknesses, you also need to focus on your strengths.
Ayun. So we will talk more about this later on. However, I want you to just chill. We'll just play.
Sige po. Game. Kailangan
Parang
mo ba
mag-play pala
tumatakbo?
tayo. Yeah, hindi naman. Yeah, this is actually getting to know more about you.
Sige po.
Ayan. Sige mo, parang napipilitan na.
Sige po, pero kinakabahan na.
Hindi naman. Very basic lang naman to. Ayan. Alam mo yung yung larong Have You Ever Had?
Hindi ko po yun actually nalalaro, pero narinig ko na po.
Ayun, narinig mo na siya. Actually,
Ah,
just parang lang siya, simplified lang dun sa or modified lang dun sa Never Had I Ever na
alright.
nag-viral sa sa social media before ganyan. So, ngayon ginawa ko lang siya na Have You Ever Had?
Have you ever? Okay, mas madali po siyang intindihin.
Yeah.
Compared sa never have I ever.
Oo, mas madali siyang intindihin kasi Have You Ever Had
Oo.
lang instead of
Oo.
Never Had I Ever.
Talaga na daw?
Never Had I Ever. Ganun daw eh. So, ayun. Are you ready, Jupes? Jupes.
Yes, ready na po.
Sorry ha.
Game, let's go.
Naano tuloy ako. Ay, nako. Yan. All right. So, first off, have you ever had gotten in trouble at school or at church?
Yes po. Yes talaga. Yes na yes. So should I tell the
Hmm?
story, Betsy?
Yeah, can you tell us the story? Mhm.
Kasi ako po talaga, sir, talagang mahilig po talaga akong matulog. Pero ako, hilig ko po
Mhm.
talaga matulog. When I was in third year college,
Mhm.
I had this bad habit of sleeping during class hours.
Ala, sino naman ang hindi, di ba?
So luckily, even though I had that habit of sleeping, yung mga professor ko kasi medyo tolerant during that time sa engineering. Nasa engineering pa ako. Medyo tolerant sila. Sige, hayaan lang. May mga pictures pa ako nung college.
Nakakaantok naman talaga sa engineering.
Lalo po pag marami ng numbers, hindi ko sure paano ba to. So ayun, may mga pictures pa ako nung college. So talagang yung professor, lumalapit sa akin. Well, tulog ako, so nagpapa-pictures. Ako po, buti nakapasama sa subject na to. Pero
Ba't
meron kasi nung
nagpapapicture?
nagpa-picture lang, parang gano'n, no? May estudyante akong natulog dito sa klase ko, parang gano'n. So
Ay,
parang
talaga.
for the fun na lang nila, ayun. Pero meron kasing isang subject doon na siguro mainit na din yung ulo ng teacher sa akin. Kasi ginawa ko talaga, alam ko talaga na parang connection. Feeling ko talaga parang
Mm.
makakatulog ko. So ginawa ko, pumunta ako sa pinakaharap talaga ng ng room. Kaharap ko talaga yung board. Pero hindi ko talaga napigilan yung antok ko. So talagang nakatulog ako. Tapos nagising ako sa pitik ng teacher ko. Sabi ko, labas. Talagang, dun ka. So, parang nalimpungatan pa. Like, bakit anong nangyari? Well, so sabi niya, labas. So lumabas din ako ng room. Paglabas ko ng room, nagpa-exam siya. So hindi ako
Ah,
nakapag-exam. Tapos after ng exam, lumabas siya ng, siyempre nag-stay lang ako sa labas na. After nila mag-exam, sinabi niya ako, pumunta daw ako ng office. Then, sinabi niya ako, actually, 1 year niya na daw ako napapansin na natutulog siya rin class hours. So, hindi na siya nakapagpigil sa akin. Kaya pinalabas niya na ako ng room. So, ayun po, yun yung
grabe.
talagang,
Actually, as
after
a
po nun,
teacher, ano yon, nakakabastos.
ayun nga po, so I was really apologetic during that time. And,
Nakakabastos yung gano'n, yung mga natutulog na estudyante. Ay, alam mo
hmm,
dati, when I was working, no, when I was teaching pala, kapag may mga ganung mga natutulog na estudyante, ano, ang tawag dito, parang inaano ko yung blackboard, ginaganon ko siya.
parang magising po yung natulog.
Oo, para magising na
Pero
natulog.
alam niyo po after yun talaga, hindi na ako natulog ulit sa classroom. Talaga alam mo, classmates po yan. After talagang hanggang 5th year, hindi na ako natulog talaga.
Mm.
Sabi ko, hindi na ako mga partner ako natulog.
Especially kapag ka mga college students, oh my God.
Lagi kasi kami puyat.
Oo. Oo,
Pero yun
ganun
talaga,
talaga.
Yun yung hindi ko na
Kasi
ginawa.
ang naturuan ko
Natutulog
dati
pala.
ay college din eh.
Ganun po ba?
Mm.
So, ayun,
So
natutulog po
yon.
ako dahil,
Kaya
ano na, lunchtime na po ako natutulog.
kaya ang sympathy ko ay nandun sa teacher, sa
Sorry
instructor.
po talaga.
Yeah, that's fine. Ganyan din naman ako ng estudyante ako. Anyways, let's move on. Have you ever had re-gifted or recycled a gift? Medyo serious.
Hindi pa naman po. Hindi pa po.
Talaga.
Actually, lahat po ng regalo, pag hindi, meron po kasing some camps na parang remembrances and everything. Lahat po
Mm-mm.
yan, meron akong part ng cabinet sa bahay. Naka-impact talaga lahat. Lahat, ano, talaga. So,
Kahit pare-pareho, kunyari, yung mug, ganyan. Normally, ang dami-dami nagbibigay ng mugs.
Hindi yung mga mug ko naman, kasi nga pero si Papa naman mahilig sa cafe, binibigay ko sa kanya. Sa karami naman yung mug doon. Talagang hindi naman
Sorry,
ako
gift din yun.
Ganun po ba yun? Kung ganun po, yes pa rin yung sagot ko.
Re-gift pa rin yun. Kasi
Yan
gift kay
pala,
Papa,
yes
eh, di
pala.
ba?
Kung mali pala yung sagot ko, sir, yes pala. Nag-gift pala ako kay Papa ng mug. Pinapagamit ko sa pamilya ko yung mga gift.
Di ba? Oo naman eh. Kahit
Oo
ako
nga
din
po,
naman
tama nga
eh.
naman po.
Oo. Ako din naman eh. Especially kapag kunyari, may pangalan dun na kunyari pangalan nung nagbigay. O kaya business nung nagbigay. Ganyan. Alam mo namang ano yung daladalhin mo sa kung saan-saan. Well,
Oh,
for me ha, mas gusto
ah,
kong gumagamit ng walang pangalan.
ah, Kasi
To be
naman yung
honest to
nakapalindaran
be
talaga yung
honest.
pangalan.
Sorry
Lalo na
ha.
yung may mga
Pero
mukha.
ginagamit ko sa bahay. Hindi ko naman sige kunyari, pupunta ako sa office, ganyan. Hindi ko naman dala-dala yung may pangalan na kunyari, St. Peter Chapels. Di ba? O
Iba
kaya
talaga.
Pro Life. Ito na. Parang nabubuhay ka na lang sa gift, di ba?
Opo.
So,
Parang
anyway.
sobrang bagay ng Saint Peter na mug.
Oo, meron ako nun.
Meron talaga sa legit.
Legit yun.
Oh.
Ayun. Eto, have you ever had your cellphone rung at an embarrassing moment?
Hmm. So far, I don't remember being embarrassed with my phone being panamental. So far, hindi. Kasi especially when I see that like, uh, and by default talaga, sir, ito yung sakit ko na ayaw ng mga kaibigan ko sa akin. By default kasi sir, yung phone ko talaga naka-silent mode.
Mm-mm.
Like, yun yung default mode ng phone ko. Na malalaman ko lang talaga pag may tumawag sa akin, pag yung phone ko is nasa pocket ko kasi naka-vibrate. Pero usually talaga, 80% of the time naka-silent yan. I only turn that on when I'm really anticipating a very important call. So, ayun po talaga. So, hindi pa naman po kasi
Mm.
so, naka-silent yung phone ko.
Yeah, ako rin, yung phone ko ever since, naka-silent mode siya, puro vibrate lang.
Oo.
Vibration
Kaya
lang
hindi
siya.
ko, like,
Oo.
nakaka-reply ako sa like tawag ng friends ko or chat ng mga friends ko. Tapos matagal pa. Nakabutin pa minsan sa oras, 2 oras.
Kahit nga notifications, wala akong notifications at
Oo.
all.
Lalo
Yung
na yung pag
kunyari,
yung
di ba sa
kaka-on mo lang ng mails.
Messenger?
Oo po.
Sa
Wala pong mga
Messenger,
gano'n
ganyan.
sa akin.
Walang notification sa phone ko.
Mm.
Actually, there was even a time na tinanggal ko ang notification ng mga text, ng mga SMS.
Oo, pati SMS.
Oo. Kasi
Mm.
ayoko yung parang may ginagawa ako, biglang may notify,
Mm.
ganyan. I really hate
Gano'n
that. So,
gano'n po sa'kin
disturbing.
para at least naka-focus na ako dun sa ginagawa ko at the moment.
Mahilig ka sa sales?
Sales po. Actually po yung work ko po dati
No,
kasi
I mean, sales na items. Yung parang mga
akala ko po
30% off. Ganyan.
sales na
Yun yung
trabaho.
tanong ko actually. Have you ever had lied to get something cheaper than it was?
Hmm. So far, do I recall? I don't remember doing that naman, sir.
Yung parang
Yeah.
kunyari, bumili ka ng sale, ganyan, tapos um, branded siya, ganyan, ganyan. Kanya
Mm.
branded siya, tapos nabili mo siya on sale. Did you ever lie na, oh, it was a sale? Parang ganon.
Ay, you mean, nag-live ba ako na
Oo.
naka-sale yung item na yun?
Mm.
So far wala naman, sir. Wala naman. Transparent
Ayun.
naman ako sa mga binibili ko kasi lahat yun chine-check ng mama ko. Alam mo ba, sir, talaga hanggang ngayon, lahat ng
May
binibili kong
auditor.
damit dumadaan kay mama talaga. Okay, for example, binibili akong damit, papakita ko yun kay mama, "Ito ma, magkano 'to, ito ang price." Kasi isa isa rin po kasi sa mga tendency ko is kailangan naka-book keep kumbaga yung ano, yung mga damit ko. Si mama na nagbo-bukit ng damit ko. Kasi may tendency po kasi ako na minsan napapahiram ko yung damit ko o hindi kaya naiiwan ko. So, at least may monitoring si mama sa'kin sa kung kailan niya ako papagalitan 'pag hindi niya nakita yung damit.
Inventory.
Talagang yun si mama
Ay,
talaga,
inventory.
grabe. Ilang beses niya na akong pinagalitan kasi may mga nawawalang damit. Sabi ko, "Hindi ko talaga alam saan ko nalagay."
Inventory.
So,
Grabe
ayun.
ha.
Mm.
How about this one? Have you ever climbed a tree or went up on a roof and then you couldn't get down?
No, actually kasi usually, share ko lang nung elementary po kasi ako talagang hobby namin na magkakaibigan umakyat ng kahoy or kahit saan pa man yan. Kasi usually mga puno kasi din sa'min, maraming puno talaga din sa elementary school na dun kami nagla-lunch. Dun talaga sa taas ng kahoy ng puno. Pero if there's one story I can tell, uh, I actually have a scar here, somewhere here, talagang dito sa mata ko. Nangyari po
Parang
kasi,
napansin ko yan.
may nauna po kasi sa'kin na umakyat ng kahoy. Ngayon may nakita siyang kawayan dun sa baba, sa taas. Siyempre tinapon niya sa baba. Eh, yung kawayan, sir, meron po kasi siyang parang pako na nakalabas, parang gano'n. Eh, tumama talaga dito sa mata ko. Kaya after no'n, oo, dito talaga muntik talaga ako mabulag nun, sir. Actually dinala ako sa emergency room after that. Parang 3
Ah,
stitches ata yun. Kasi talagang napunit
ah,
dito sa mata ko banda.
oh my God. Buti hindi na tetano, no?
Oo, kaya nga po. After naman talaga yun, diniretso talaga ako sa ospital.
Oh my God.
Ang dami ko
Buti
po
na eh.
talagang
Pero
scars sa
look
mukha,
at you now, di ba?
ano,
Grandman,
sino si
great man
sino
of the year.
sino
Yun
mag-aakala
eh.
na tapunan ng pako.
Di
Nandito na
ba?
ako
Great
ngayon.
man of the universe na.
Ah,
Okay, ito naman. Have you ever had kept awkward photos of you?
of of course, a lot of awkward photos of me. Talaga po kasi, well, a lot of people will say na, "I-hide mo na yan, tago mo na yan," everything. Well, sa'kin kasi talaga, I'm not ashamed of who I was before, how I look like before. And actually, it's actually pretty amazing to tell the story of how we look from this to that, di ba? So, wala naman akong ano, kung titignan mo yung Facebook ko ngayon, sir, sa mga tag photos, ito pa yung mga mukha ko dati, talaga. Tsaka share ko lang, sir, meron po kasi akong nunal sa ilong dati. Meron
Mm-mm.
akong nunal doon, but I had
Ano
to remove it.
nangyari?
Pinatanggal ko po siya year 2020. Sabi ko
Ano?
parang, "Let's go. I'll try to remove this mole." So ayun, natanggal na. So if you're gonna look back sa pictures ko yan, meron akong nandito sa ilaw. Hindi ko po siya tinanggal, andun pa rin.
Okay. How about this one? Have you ever had told someone their zipper or his zipper was down or the shirt was popping open?
Lagi po. Hindi ako
Talaga?
nahiya magsabi ng gano'n.
Straightforward?
Oo, even for work, kahit pa sa mga babae kong friends, sinasabi ko talaga, "Ano mo, bless mo." "Mamonostili ka," sabi ko gano'n. Hindi ano, kasi instantaneous po mahihiya ako. Like, iniisip ko, mas nakakahiya sa part na like ever they keep walking around with their zipper down, their buttons, like
That's right.
button.
Totoo naman
So, mas
yun.
sinasabi ko talaga sa kanila. And I try to find a way. Lalo na pag hindi ko close yung tao. Minsan ginagawa
Mm-mm.
ko, nung, kunyari may babae, pero hindi ko talaga close. Lalapit ako dun sa mas close ko na babaeng friends. Sabihin mo sila, ano na ba ang labas? Yung, yung zipper. Parang ganun po.
Ah, Ako, straightforward ako. Sinasabi ko, uy, bukas. Oo.
Parang wala na pagbarkada talaga, walang hiya-hiya. Sabi ko, "Uy,
Kahit
secure
hindi
mo
ko
boss."
kilala. Kahit
Ay
hindi ko
talaga?
kilala. Oo. Hello po, yung ano po bukas. Kako na ganun.
Oo, usually, depende po siguro sa situation kung ano talaga. Hindi ko kilala.
Ewan ko ba, parang hindi ako na ano, hindi ako nahihiyang magsabi. Mm. Ito as a student naman to. Ay, tapos na natin kayo na pag-usapan yung student, no? Have you ever copied an answer from your seatmate?
Opo. Talagang guilty ako yan. Pero if there's one thing that I can always say about me copying from my classmate, naiinis po sila pag ako ang nangungopia. Kasi hindi po kasi ako, if there's one thing po na ayaw ko ng college, ayaw ko po nang nangungopia ako para hindi ko alam yung pinupopia. So talaga
Mm.
before ako mangungopia, tatanungin ko talaga bakit. So, hindi, hate na
Paano
hate nila kung
nag-arrive na gano'n?
oh, paano, bakit ganito ginamit mo? Bakit ganito? So, ayaw nila ako nangungopia sa kanila kasi hindi hindi ako mabilis kumopya kasi marami kong tanong. So, like, bakit ganito? Kailangan ko talaga silang kausapin. So, aantayin ko pa wala. Hindi po talaga nakatingin yung professor and
Bad
all.
attitude ka naman pala kapag ka nangopya.
May attitude. Demanding pa ako pag nangopya. Meron po kasi akong gano'n, ano, parang I don't like, well, hindi naman talaga maganda yung cheating, pero I feel bad even more pag hindi ko alam yung kinopya ko. Alam mo gano'n? So, talagang tinatanong ko,
pero,
bakit ganito?
pero
Bakit
kung
ganito?
sa akin ka nangopya, no? Mangopya ka kung gusto mo.
Mm. Kung ayaw mo ng sagot ko, eh, 'di wag.
Di ba? Oo. Eh, mamaya, di ba, mahuhuli ka pa habang nagpapaliwanag ka. Hello,
Gano'n
gano'n.
talaga ako, sir, dati.
Oo.
Pero ginagawa ko din po kasi, if I don't know the answer, in fairness, nag-aaral din naman po ako dati. Tapos 'pag sumasagot po ako, ginagawa ko, I try to answer it first. And if wala talaga, so sana ako like makakalaban sa gusto. Kailangan ko diyan.
How about,
Siyempre may
how
seating arrangement
about,
na yan. May seating arrangement na yan, sino yung mga dapat magkakatabi and all. Pero may
oo,
talagang
ganyan din
times
kami
na
noon,
ano,
oo.
pinaka-funny talaga siguro na copying moment namin. Hindi naman ako yung ako yung kinopyahan. Nangyari kasi, sir,
Mm.
yung papel ko umikot na sa whole classroom. Umikot na dun. Eh, yung score ko that time, ako kasi yung nasa pinaka-front kasi alam nung teacher ko during that time na baka ako yung kopyahan. Pero, akalain mo yung kinokopyahan ako, sir. So, ayun. Nilagay ako sa posisyon na yun na parang wala masyadong makakopya sa akin. And nabigla yung teacher, bakit yung lahat ng nasa paligid ko, same ng score ko. So nasa isip ko, kinopya talaga nila lahat, wala man lang silang minali na isa. Tapos during that time, parang tatlo lang yung mali ko, tatlo lang din yung mali nila, same numbers pa talaga. So, hindi naman yung malis magtrabaho. So, ayun
Di
po
ba?
talagang
Ang linis.
oo.
Di ba?
Yung nasa paligid ko, sir, fortunately, naging considerate yung teacher ko sa'kin. Pero yung mga nasa paligid ko, pina-retake niya talaga ng minsan.
Oh, di ba? Ayun. How about copying and pasting from Google?
Siyempre. Siyempre talaga. Siyempre naman. Grabe man, nabuhay ako ng college dahil sa Google. Sa mga research, mga thesis, lahat yan sa Google
Di-
talaga yan. Siyempre, babaguhin ko lang yung first part ng sentence. Pero yung kung paragraph na yan, 10 sentences yan, yung first lang dun yung akin. Lahat yan galing na sa Google.
How about this one? Have you ever had made up a story to get out of a traffic ticket?
Get out of ano po?
To get out of a traffic ticket.
Tra hindi pa po ako ginagawa ko po kasi is hindi naman ako nag-drive. Oo. Pero ako po yung passenger. Tapos kinakabahan po yung driver namin. So ginawa ko, ako
Ano
na po
ba
yung
tong aso?
mag-listen.
Sandali
So
lang.
kasi
Ang kulit nitong aso na to. Sandali
ay,
lang.
hello po sa aso
Oh, dito
niyo.
ka. Hmm.
Ay,
Ayan.
hello. Ano pong pangalan ng aso niyo?
Si Gigi.
Gigi. Ang cute 'no?
Gigi, ayan o. Gigi,
So
ayan.
ayun po
Oh.
sabi ko
There's the
sir,
camera. Oh, oh,
hmm,
oh.
Hello, Gigi. Ang cute naman. Ilan po yung aso niyo, sir?
Dalawa po.
Laro ang ang cute ng mga aso. I have one dog actually sa bahay.
Baba ka,
Si
baba ka.
Drino.
Ayaw niyang
Ay,
bumaba. Sige, diyan ka.
sama ka na dito.
Oo.
Ah,
Hala,
nagtanong ka
para
na rin.
siyang ano. Para siyang ano, oh, ayan siya sa table. Oh,
Ang
oh, oh,
cute.
don't go there. No, 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 no. Dito ka lang kasi sa baba. Ayan. Ayan. Diyan ka lang. O, labas ka muna. Get out muna, get out.
Buti nakikinig din po.
Oh,
English speaking po
matalino
ba?
siya.
English,
Matalino
Ateneo po ba
siya.
nag-aaral?
Yung ano, nag-aalaga. Yung nag-aalaga sa kanya, atilista.
Buti na naturo ka ng maayos. Pero ayun
Oo.
po, matandaan ko po that time kasi uh, we were in Davao during that time. Tapos sa Davao
Hmm.
kasi so dito po talaga doon ng mga ano, marami po doon mga traffic signs na hindi mo napapansin na okay pala. So nahuli kami on. I really had to say that ano, nito, sir, may medical emergency, ganito, ganyan, ganito, ganyan. Nagpa-check up lang kami dito, andito na yung doktor, kailangan na namin bumalik kasi andun na yung family namin. So, para lang talaga makalusot. Hopefully, kind enough si kuya kasi hindi naman ganun ka rough yung offense namin during that time. Ano na lang, kaya diretso na lang. Pero talaga yung driver ko, hindi alam ano gagawin. Kinakabahan.
Eto, medyo mature naman to.
Sige po.
Have you ever had a one night stand with a person whose name you didn't even know?
Naku po. Ano po, paano ko sasagutin yun? Tinanong ko naman, tinanong ko naman po yung pangalan. So magkakilala naman kayo by the end of the night.
Right after.
Magkakilala naman po kami. Yung ano. Kasi the entire time pala yung pagkakakilala ko sa kanya, nickname niya lang pala. Ito pala yung full name mo. Nice meeting you.
Grabe ka. How about this one? Have you ever had burped while you were kissing someone?
Opo.
Di ba
Nakakahiya.
that happens? Especially kapag uminom ka ng coke o kaya beer, ganun.
Oo, nakakahiya. Tapos isip niya, ito pala yung ulam mo kanina. Hindi kahapon pa yan. Ang awkward mo talaga ng moment mo.
How about, have you ever had a dream about a teacher or someone you work with?
Opo. Napanikinipan ko naman po. So, wala naman akong ginawa. Ang bait ko naman sa panaginip.
Wala lang naman, tinatanong,
Wala naman po.
napalaginipan mo lang naman, di
Panaginip
ba?
lang naman.
Okay, one last question. Have you ever had showered with someone of the opposite sex?
Not the opposite sex.
Of the
Of
opposite sex.
yes po. Nagawa ko na rin po. Kasi ano po, nasa tawag nito. Pero naka-ano naman po siya, naka-underwear naman po. Tapos hindi naman po siya talaga closed shower. Parang medyo open shower naman po kasi siya. Tapos during that time, nasa camping po kami. Best friend ko naman yun. So, okay lang yun. Ano, maligo ka dyan, kailangan ko na din maligo. Kasi ang tubig din during that time is isahang bit-bit. So kailangan naming mag-imbak sa parang body. Kasi camping nga siya. Parang isang malaking truck. Kailangan
So
isahan
Girl
siyang buhos ng
Scout.
tubig.
So Girl Scout ang nakaano mo.
Hindi po yun para hindi po siya scouting. Ano po siya parang, if I'm not mistaken, it's like a mathematics or a science camp. Ayun po.
Mm-hmm.
So ayun, doon sabay kami naligo.
Aww. Ano yun? High school pa lang yun? Oh
High
my
school po ako
God.
nun. So syempre wala pa po akong alam dun sa mga pwedeng gawin. Pwede pala ako sa ganun. Ang bait ko po nung high school ako. Nung high
Iba
school po ang
rin.
bait ko. Best in conduct po ako nun.
Sana all mabait.
Hindi po alam ng teachers ko, gabi ako mang bully.
Ayun. Thank you so much, Jupiter, for those for answering or for playing with me.
Yes po. I had fun
Di ba?
answering the questions.
For playing with me. And thank you so much for your honesty. That's actually what I'm trying to say a while back. So, thank you so much for, alam mo, bilang, um, anong tawag dito? For being comfortable of answering the questions, di ba?
Yes po.
Ayun. Ah, ayun. Jupes, napakaraming pageants ngayon sa ating, well, especially dito sa Philippines right now, no? So, sa tingin mo ba, relevant pa rin yung pageantry sa atin ngayon regardless of our financial status or our financial situation or economic situation as a whole?
Actually, yes po, I believe it's still relevant. Kasi actually, the very purpose naman of the pageant is not just for show. It's about selecting someone who could actually raise events and purposes and activities that help not only the organization, but the entire Philippines or maybe the entire world. Kasi yan naman yung goal naman. For example, this world's Philippines, creation of the universe and everything, all of those pageantry, they're supposed to be a bigger purpose. And if people only stop looking at pageantry as something that's just for show, but instead they're looking at it as someone where they pull up a king or a queen who's actually gonna do something for the society. They will actually see that pageants are actually more relevant than statesmen. And we need ambassadors, speakers who can actually round
Mhm.
people up and go for movements or advocacies that improve the society.
Mhm. And how about dun sa mga ano, siyempre ngayon uso yung ano, 'di ba? Yung sinasabing mental health, yung issues on mental health. That's very common right now. Sa
Yes,
tingin
ma'am.
mo ay nakakatulong pa rin ba yung pageantry?
I think it's the same way with the mindset of how people look at this. I just want to share this moment. May nangyari po kasi may nakausap ako dati. He told me that he didn't like pageantry because it makes some people feel bad about themselves physically. Na,
Yeah,
okay,
that's
kasi
right.
ako,
Especially kapag ka
uh,
may natatalo, ganyan.
sabi ko, ay, hindi naman kasi ako ganito, ay, hindi naman kasi ako. Ah, sinabi ko sa kanya, I answered like this, actually, hindi naman kasi sa ganyan. Yan. Mas pangit, kasi pangit ko siya. Kasi hindi siya kasing ganda sa battery. Let's say, let's talk about this one. What if may isang singing contest? What do the runners up or yung mga hindi nanalo feel na hindi sila nanalo sa singing contest? Like, will they curse the entire singing industry? Hindi, kasi pangit tong ganito, kasi I was not given the opportunity. And it's the same way with pageantry. If everyone na hindi ka, and kumbaga, pageantry singing that is like, all of this are skills, all of this are talents that people, or we create competitions where people compete. And yun nga, the same way for the pageantry. If ever man na hindi ka nanalo dito, it's the way you look at it. If you look at it as something that within mo that's gonna define who you are, then it's not gonna be healthy for your mental health. But then if you're gonna
Mhm.
look at it the same way that you gain the lessons, the confidence, the growth that you gain, I think it's actually a good thing. Kung titignan mo, kasi I
Mhm.
can say na yung sobrang laki ng naitulong sa isang practice when it comes to personality, especially during the grade 1 days. Like, ang ko
Mhm.
ba talaga yung lessons na na-reflect during the time.
Mhm. And sa tingin mo ba, in pageantry, kailangan ba talaga good looks, good physiques? Are
Well,
these
it's
um are these things very necessary?
It's actually honest. I'll honestly say that it's supposed to be a complete package of both looks, of both wits, of both personality, and both heart, all of that. Because, like, again, the purpose of pageant is to look for speakers and ambassadors, and if you're just all good looks, then that's not something that's gonna last. It's not gonna round people up. It's not gonna invite people to pursue a certain cause. But instead of you just looking good, you need to also have a good heart and a good mindset that will reflect in the way you communicate with other people. So I think that's the entire package that is required for pageant.
Mhm. Eh, siyempre beauty pageant pa rin kasi, eh, 'di ba?
Yes. So,
Though siyempre sinasabi nila na, beauty is, doon lang. Sabi beauty is subjective, 'di ba?
yes po.
Hindi lang gumaganon-ganon kasi siya. Tinatapik ako.
Kasama, kasama.
Umakyat siya sa ano, sa paa ko tapos gumaganon-ganon siya. Anyways, sabi kasi well, lahat naman sinasabi na beauty is subjective, 'di ba? So, iba-iba tayo ng tingin sa ganda, 'di ba? Sabi nga nung isang ano philosopher na beauty is in the eye of the beholder, 'di ba? So, ano yung masasabi mo na nagkakaroon ng iba-ibang beauties ngayon ang sumasali?
It's actually really exciting and very inspiring because the world has started to open
Different
up.
sizes, 'di ba?
Yes,
Colors.
it's actually really, ayun nga sabi ko sir, it's nakakatuwa isipin na the world is opening its doors to diversity. Kumbaga kasi dati talaga standard dapat ganito, dapat ganyan, dapat ganito yung smooth everything. But now, like people have been more accepting, more tolerant, and I think that's a good thing because that is also something we should apply in our daily lives to become more tolerant of differences,
Mhm.
to become more accepting of who other people are, for their qualities, both physical, their mindset, their belief, their faith, their nationality. I think that is something that we should also apply in the life. The way how pageants open up to a diverse range of duties.
Do you think may double standard pa rin sa physical beauty, 'di ba? O sa physical appearances in both males and females this time
Well,
today?
honestly, there are still people who still have that standards, and they are still the ones who still sell inclusion even in this pageant and all. So I think we're in that middle portion right now where the world is opening up, but there are still people who have this fixed notion of what really should look like. So it's like a combination of all of that right now. Kasi ako tinitingnan ko din sila yung mga nanalo in this pageant, sila nanalo dito. And in fairness, like these people aren't looking the same. Like this is a different type of beauty. This is a different type of beauty. Like this is a pageant that looks for someone so smart. This is a pageant that looks for someone so kind, for something so beautiful. So sobrang namin na talaga ngayon ang pinipili sa pageant. So I think we're in that changing times sa pageant right now.
Actually, there's a pageant. It's a long-running pageant in the US na hindi lang talaga beauty, hindi talaga beauty yung ano, yung standard nila, but credentials. 'Di ba?
Oh,
O credentials talaga. Even dun sa introductions pa lang nila, as in accomplishments, achievements, talagang educational achievements ang mga binabanggit nila. Kunyari parang
no.
Franco, Jupiter Franco, a graduate of like this, ganyan na postgraduate of it, and summa cum laude. Mga ganun ang introduction.
Ay,
O,
hirap naman sumali sa pageant na yun.
mga ganun ang introduction. Do you think that
Opo,
this kind of pageant applies to all?
applies. Well, I said that there are a lot of pageantries that they're requiring different ambassadors, defining different standards of someone
Mhm.
who would speak for them. So I think if that's not necessarily something na applicable sa lahat-lahat. But then again, if this
Mhm.
pageant requires someone who's like that, then pwede. Kasi naman, sabi ko, we have pageants here na they're requiring people who are very familiar when it comes to tourism, when it comes
Oo.
to environment advocacies, when it comes
Mm.
to this, when it comes to physical fitness, talagang
Well
katawan ng basihan.
spoken. Mhm.
Yes, so it depends on the requirements of the organization that ending.
Mhm. Oh, and I believe that you've already judged a pageant as well, no? So what is your standard of beauty?
You know what? Me joining the national pageant has actually expanded my horizon when it comes to beauty. Kasi sabi ko, ang marami pala talagang pwedeng mangyari when it comes to beauty pageants. And there is not just one type of beauty na pwede mo mapansin. Like, And it's also supposed to be a combination of both wits and physical beauty. Kasi naging perspective na there was this moment talaga in Filipino pageantry na para kung dating ng pageantry, sino yung pinakamagaling sa activity, siya na yung mananalo.
Mhm.
Kumbaga, eto kasi siya yung pinakamaganda yung sagot, okay, siya na yung mananalo. Merong ganun na face talaga. But then I
Mhm.
realized again, yung sasagot ko kanina, it's actually supposed to be a combination of both. And there are some actually candidates or very, very smart, very smart, very eloquent. But then there's this one candidate who's not as smart, who's not as eloquent, pero punong-puno ng puso sumagot. And it's something that really touches you. And I think that is my definition of beauty right now in pageantry. Someone who's authentic, someone who expresses her words in a way that you don't just hear them, you feel them. And the way
Walk
you look
the
at
talk.
her, it's not just like physically beautiful, but exerts an aura of beauty that you can actually feel like she's a kind and compassionate person. There's this type
Mhm.
of person like that. So I've always been looking like that. So honestly, I've been judging pageants, and like there was this moment that I didn't actually gave the highest score to the best answer because I considered other factors in there. So it really expanded my horizon in the way elegant beauty and beauty pageants nowadays.
Yeah, and that's actually true, no. I also experienced that na when I was judging a pageant, no. Syempre nagkakatalo na dun sa sa Q&A. So parang there is always parang nagkakaroon ka na kasi ng favorite eh.
Yes
Well,
po.
during
Opo.
the pageant o all throughout the tapos eventually kasi ma-realize mo na there is this someone na parang iba yung sagot. It's not the best answer but it touches you in the heart talaga.
Opo, merong mga
It goes
gano'n.
through the heart talaga. It goes through the heart talaga yung sagot. So while there is someone here na parang okay dire-diretso ang ang sagot ganyan. However, nagkakaroon din kasi ako ng ng tawag dito suspicion na tawag dito parang memorized ba 'yon? Parang gano'n.
Ready. Sobrang ready.
Parang that's very pageant patty,
Oo.
parang gano'n. So parang do'n ko sila binabalance actually. Do'n ako sa mas goes through the heart talaga. Goes through the heart talaga instead of do'n sa pageant patty. And even when I train a candidate no ng Q&A ganyan, like yung sinasabi na you should speak from the heart. Kahit na itinuro na sa iyo lahat ng tong mga tong mga tawag dito ways or techniques on or strategies on how to answer a question ganyan. Please speak from the heart pa rin. Kasi iba pa rin yung speaking through the heart eh. Na when you speak through the heart, it goes through once another heart. 'Di ba?
Opo. And I think
Mm.
that's the purpose din naman kasi kung why you're speaking out there. It's not just to express, it's actually to influence and invite
Mhm.
people to your cause. So that's really, really important to speak out loud.
Yes. So you are going to babalikan natin yung Model International competition mo, no? So, it is really very exciting kasi this is gonna be the first time for the Philippines to
Yes
send
po, talaga kinakabahan
representative
ako
to
just
this
the thought of it.
pageant. And I really don't know as well if this is gonna be the parang tawag dito, inaugural, but you just mentioned a while back na hindi siya inaugural. So, first time ko rin siya marinig actually na there is such a Mr. Model International pageant. So, hindi ko talaga siya maweweigh kung paano yung judging process, ganyan, how the pageant run through, ganyan. But you mentioned a while ago na meron silang Q&A. For now, ano yung pinaka-focus mo?
Katawan ko talaga. Katawan talaga yung pinaka-focus ko. Because again, I am assessing myself when it comes to physical attributes because that's gonna be the first thing they're gonna be seeing during the publicity and posts and everything. So katawan talaga yung sabi ko, kailangan ko talaga yun. That's why medyo napatan ako ngayon. Sacrifices ka talaga when it comes to sparing with the gym. So, ayun.
paano yon? Si, mga kalaban mo is most of them for sure ay mga Latin Americans, right? Kasi,
Yes
and
po,
it's
mga
going to be
Latino po
happening,
talaga.
Latin Americans. You know, well, maraming Latin Americans na matatangkad. And you are as tall as 5'11", I guess?
I'm
Five
actually 6 feet tall,
Ah,
180
6 feet
centimeters.
tall. Mm-hmm.
And actually, that's also one of the reasons why Michelle chose me to compete for the pageant because she
Mm-hmm.
thinks that I would be able to stand up against those Latin Americans.
Wow, that's great. Yun kasi yung laging ano eh, parang nagiging problema sa ano eh. Parang, is it problem? It's not naman a problem. Parang kulang. Parang
Baka,
short ng
baka
ano,
matabunan, baka
ng Filipino.
matabunan.
Yeah. Yun laging short ng Filipino representatives that we are actually short in height. 'Di ba?
Yes.
Kasi normally yung mga pinapadala natin mga 5'10", 5'9", mga ganyan. So, sa tingin mo, height is might really in this competition?
I think it's gonna be a factor because again, it's a modeling
Advantage.
competition, and people look better. Models look better when they look tall. But then
Mm-mm.
there's actually this so-called body proportions that
Mm-mm.
even though something is actually tall, but then it has a wide frame, it's not as tall looking. Pero I think it's supposed to be the proportions of your body is I think
Mm-mm. Parang ano ha, exciting kasi nga it's a model pageant, ganyan. Well, though hindi naman to first na magkakaroon ng model pageant sa Philippines. We already have a lot of model pageants already. However, iba yung labanan eh. Parang it's a model and in a Latin American soil.
kaya nga po, parang sobrang feeling ko this is not just simple international competition. And I've seen the candidates from last year's. This is
Kaya
just grabe
looking
yung
forward
standard
talaga
ng
tayo
pageant
dito.
na yun talaga, sir.
Mhm. Looking forward talaga tayo dito. Oh my
No po, yes
God.
po.
So for this, Chups, what will you sacrifice in order to win this?
Well, basically, honestly, sir, kasi ako, I really had to recalibrate my career, my job, uh, the way I do things right now, my body clock even, the way I rest. And although all of those things is like a sacrifice, it's actually very easy for me to do. So it doesn't feel like a sacrifice at all. Because I really love what I'm doing right now. I'm very grateful for the opportunities that I have accepted, for the opportunities that are laid down on the table. So all of these things I'm doing right now, I'm doing this out of my heart and out of happiness that I was given this opportunity and there is no reason for me to waste it. So lahat talaga to serve. I'm actually like giving out so much right now, but then I'm really happy with all the effort that I've given. And hopefully that all those efforts will affect a good performance and a winning performance for the Mr. Model.
Ayun. Hmm. Ayun. So there's another game that I have prepared here actually
Sige po, ano po
for
yan?
the last. Yan. Simple lang to. So actually this I usually call as mystery crown.
Alright.
Ayun. So simple lang naman siya. All you have to do is wait one moment. All you have to do is to just choose from the crowns that are actually posted, and then and then we will open the crown, and each crown actually there's a word or words that we can reveal from it. So all you have to do is to just tell your opinion about each crown we open.
Alright, this sounds exciting.
Would that be fine?
Yeah. I'm actually excited to going into.
Sige po. Okay. Okay, just one moment. Wala, asan na yarn? Kaloka naman to. Binuksan ko na nga. Saan na yun? Ba't wala dito? Sandali lang po ah.
Sige, okay lang po.
Ako lang pala ang nawala. Ayan, nakikita mo na siya.
Yes po, nakikita ka na po. Mystery Crowns.
Ayan.
Para ba ito, ano, final Q&A ng isang pageant, pumili ka ng number.
So, ito siya. Ayan. So, we have 6
Yeah.
crowns here. Ayan. Nakikita mo siya?
Yes po, yes po.
Ayan. So, all you have to do is choose a crown. And then, for each crown, there is a word or words, group of words na nakalakip. Alright. So, ayan. There you go. So, would you like to start now? Would you like to
Yeah.
choose at least one? Mhm.
Sige po, let's go. So siguro I'll start with my favorite number. That's number 3. So let's see.
Number 3. Why number
Sige.
3?
I don't know, this just resonating feeling with number 3. Parang I really like the number itself. Usually,
Mhm.
yung mga best friends ko kasi usually tatlo kami lagi magkasama. Everything.
So, there you
So
go.
third is
It's an
Instagram.
Instagram or Facebook.
All right. So actually, sir, I believe like social media is a very powerful tool right now as to how people think and perceive stuff. And especially Instagram and Facebook, these are two of the most influential social media applications that we have, especially here in the Philippines. So I think it's very timely for us to be more wary of what we post and to be wary of what we believe in this applications. This is something that actually affects our mindset in the long term. So if ever we should be more responsible in our way of perceiving this stuff, so that our because the way that we perceive these things will also affect the way that we live our life. So again, let us be careful with that. And there, that is it.
Ayun. Alright. So, next. Next, saan po tayo?
Let's go with number 5.
Number 5. Leathers or sneakers?
I would choose sneakers, especially in the long term. Kasi when I wear leather shoes and all, like give me 8 hours in those leather shoes, and that's gonna hurt a lot. But when I'm in sneakers, I'm really comfortable with it. So I'm looking at the long term effect. Let's go with sneakers.
Yeah, masakit ang leathers.
Oh, oh.
Okay. Saan na tayo? Next po tayo. Which
All right.
number?
Let's go with number 1.
Number 1. Ay! Kaloka.
Same
Same-sex
sex.
marriage.
All right. Actually, this is a
Hindi
very
pala ako
exciting topic.
nag-edit.
Okay lang po. Actually, I think that same-sex marriage is something that people actually recognize a lot during these days. And again, I told you a while ago that people have become more tolerant when it comes to differences. And I don't think that at the very moment right now, it's going to be a friendly topic here in the Philippines. But I definitely look forward to a future where people are going to be more tolerant about our preferences. That if this is going to create a more peaceful environment in society where people feel more recognized and acknowledged for who they choose to be, then I see no problem with that at all.
Ayun. Well, it's really very shall I say, hard to talk about this. It's really difficult to talk about it. Kasi nga, ay, sorry. Ah, Anong nangyari? Anong nangyari sa'yo? Ayun. It's really difficult to talk about same-sex marriage because same-sex marriage because ang dami pang hindi naiintindihan sa sa marriage na salita.
Yes.
Kaya kaya yun kasi parang kapag sinabing same-sex marriage sa in public ganyan, parang ang alam lang ng mga tao is just ayun kasal ganyan.
Hmm.
However, there is something more um in-depth understanding supposedly before understanding talaga when you would like to understand marriage itself. So
Yes
it's
po.
very sacred kasi when we consider
Especially here in the
the
Philippines,
yeah
like
when we
sobrang
consider
sacred pa talaga.
the side of the church talaga. So hindi talaga siya pwede. Mm. Ayun. Aha. Anyways,
Okay,
let's
let's
proceed.
go with number 6.
Number 6. Phone or desktop?
I'm gonna have to choose phone for its for the way na mas madali siyang bitbitin kahit saan. Kasi
'Di
yung
ba?
nasa medyo
Kasi
bulky to eh. Oo. And there are
oo,
actually stuff na pwede ko nang gawin naman sa phone rather than doing it
oo.
on desktop.
Especially smartphones na ngayon, 'di ba? Napaka-powerful ng smartphones ngayon. Hmm, 'di ba? Good, good,
Uh,
good.
so number po,
Where are we now?
number 2.
Number 2. Tapos na tayo sa number 2 pala.
Sorry pa, number 1. Let's go with number 1 pala. Sir.
Number 1. Jeans or slacks? Jeans or slacks?
Jeans po definitely. I'll go with jeans.
Oo.
Basta na po ako ng jeans kasi po dati sa work ko that I wear slacks every day. So I really love it pag nakakasuot ako
Formal.
ng shorts or jeans.
Alam
Feeling
mo,
ko ang
parang namimiss ko
comfortable
magsuot
ko.
ng slacks.
Kaya po ba? Matagal ako hindi
Oh,
nakaka-slacks. Saan po kasi,
seldom.
uh, well, siguro din po dahil sa always ko talagang siyang suot ng slacks.
When I was
Mas gusto ko naman
teaching,
yung
lagi akong
jeans.
naka-slacks.
Ay, ganun po ba?
Oo. Gustong-gusto ko siya rin ang presko lang.
Ah, mas comfy. So,
Yes. Okay, ano pang hindi natin
the last
nabubuksan?
number is number 4 na po ata yung last.
Premarital sex.
Upper national sex. No, medyo sensitive po pala ito ng topic and everything. Because
Ha?
undoubtedly, well, uh, it's ideally speaking in our community right now, it's something that it's like a taboo for teens especially. But then being realistic about the situation of the society right now, uh, this is something that people engage in. But again, I would like to remind people who are engaging in this one to always be responsible for their decisions. Because every decision always comes with the consequence. And you should be responsible enough to take on those consequences on how it will affect your life in the long term. So always be wary of that.
Totoo yan. Ang alam kasi ng mga tao, parang okay lang eh. Basta ganun, ganun, ganun lang yun. Parang
It's
ganun,
easy.
ganun
It's
na
easy
lang.
for people to engage na po kasi ngayon talaga. It's
Oo.
like a reality of a society today. So I can't sugarcoat it not to make it sound good because well, nangyayari din naman talaga yan. Pero always be
Oo.
responsible lang talaga sa ginagawa nyo because that fun is not always
And speaking
perfect.
of and speaking of, parang nagiging, tawag dito, parang nagiging normal. Nino-normalize kasi siya
Yes
sa
po.
sa tawag dito, ng mga youth ngayon.
It's like a common topic na sa kanila. Tapos dati,
Oo.
dati pa kasi talaga Sir Sandel, di ba? Perspective ng mga Pilipino when you engage into premarital sex, it's something na, dapat mo ginagawa yan and all. Pero ngayon talaga iba na. It's like, pag hindi ka pa naka-experience ng ganito, parang ano pa naman yan, ang hina mo. Parang ganun yung perspective
Totoo.
na
May
ngayon.
may ano kasi siya,
Oo.
may tawag dito, kasamang tawag dito, peer pressure.
Yes po. And parang naging boasting rights na po siya na ito, wala, naka-engage ako ng ganito and everything. So I think there's something
Yes.
that should be changed in the way that we look at it.
Yes, that's right. Okay, I think we're done. Thank you so much.
And
I think we've opened everything, no?
yes po, nabuksan na po natin lahat.
And thank you so much for playing with me once again. Ayan. Natuwa ako doon. Ako lang ba natuwa?
Yun, naaliw din po ako actually sumagot ng mga ganyan tanong.
Ayun. So, would there be anything that you would like to tell to your supporters? I'm sure you have a lot of supporters. So, any words for them?
Actually, I'm just gonna be asking for your support. Just the moral support we're putting up and all posting the video, sharing the videos and pictures with us, guys. This is gonna be the first time that Philippines is gonna send a representative for Mr. Model International. And this is gonna be a huge opportunity for us to raise the banner of the Philippines again on the international stage. And I'm not gonna be able to do it without your support. So, sir, thank you so much for inviting me, for giving me the opportunity speak to you and to all of the viewers out there. So again, this is going to be an effort of all of us raising the flag of the Philippines. So I look forward to being all of you there with me. So
Mhm.
there. Thank
Would you
you so
like,
much, guys.
yeah, yeah, thank you so much as well. And would you like to promote your social media accounts or
Yes, of course. Thank you so much, sir, for giving me the chance. Again, you can follow me on Instagram. That's planet_Jupiter, spelled as Jupheter. And on Facebook, you can just search for me as Jupiter Franco. And also, sir, I can also take my time to give thank you to my team here and as well as the national team. So once again, thank you so much, Miss Shandy, Sir Andy, and Sir Dennis for giving us this platform to be on the international stage, as well as to my local team here, Sir Domingo Cortes. Thank you so much for always being there for me every step of the way sa preparations ko, sa mga kailangan natin gawin for the international stage. I am here because of your belief in me. Because it's actually the person, sir, na nag-invite sa akin sa creator of the universe. So without him, I wouldn't be here standing in you. If hindi po naniwala sa akin si Sir Doms, I wouldn't believe na kaya ko din tanawin. So thank you so much.
all right. So thank you so much as well, Jupiter, for taking the time with me today. And of course, thank you so much as well to great man of the Philippines national director, or at least the CEO of Great Man of the Universe. Thank you so much for making this possible as well. And I would also like to thank all our followers for continuously supporting us. And guys, if you have not yet subscribe on our YouTube channel, please do subscribe and click the bell notification so that you will get notified whenever we release new videos, or yeah, on our new episodes. And of course, we are also on Facebook page. Please do follow us, Pageant Mag Philippines, or yeah, you may subscribe as well on our Pageant Mag Philippines. And you can also follow us on our Instagram um, account. It's actually Pageant Mag Philippines, or Pageant Mag Feels that official. It's a new account because our previous account was actually hacked, and up until now, it's almost a year now that we can't really retrieve our account. So hindi ko alam kung anong nangyayari. Anyways, we are also on TikTok, so please do follow us on TikTok and Twitter. So thank you so much once again, and good day, and God bless everyone. Thank you so much, Jupiter, and thank
Thank you
you to
so
your
much, sir.
team. Yeah.
Audio Jungle.